Hey y'all, welcome back to the Jewish-Anglican. How you doing? How you doing? As you can see, I'm more in casual wear than usual because I'm doing something a little more casual per se. So, recently I watched the 2004 film by Studio Ghibli, Howl's Moving Castle. Um, Now, I do want to clarify my history with Ghibli before doing the review of this. First, my first experience with Studio Ghibli was actually the Minecraft roleplay YouTuber Sam Gladiator, where in a small interview he talks about his influences and inspirations, which was Tarantino and Hayao Miyazaki.
Inspires me to do role plays. Well, I love film. I love there's like very specific directors like Hayao Miyazaki, Quentin Tarantino. All of those guys really inspire me. I'm never going to get to that level of amazingness as those directors, but I direct a lot with my stuff.
Which I know, two very oddly specific influences, but I think that's why I've kind of not avoided, but I guess avoided those two because I don't want to. I guess in some ways I'm a little afraid to have the student surpass the master in some ways. I don't know if that makes sense, but um, and then my other experiences was very much the AI Ghibli trend, which is just terrible. You should not do AI. No AI. Sorry, I have to do it. Um, and then my next experience with the Ghibli was actually dancing with a girl at a musical whose character was a Ghibli character. Long story. It wild out of context now that I'm saying it out loud. Weird long story. Maybe one day I'll talk about my theater experiences. Anyways, so yeah, Howl's Moving Castle. I put it on, and honestly, it was really entertaining. At first, I was just gonna have it for writing, for background noise while I wrote, but I just got kind of sucked into it. It kind of cures ADHD tendencies, I've noticed, which is weird, but um, ultimately, I have a couple notes. Great sound design. I honestly love the sound design in this film. It is oddly just soothe. It's like they took. It kind of reminds me of Doctor Who audio dramas, or any radio play, but they put it into film. It's really interesting. I Something about the sound design just really clicks for me. It's probably the best thing about the film. Um, Second is just I have a very different opinion of Christian Bale now as an actor. He is so good in this film as Howl. I've heard that some people aren't a fan of his portrayal, but I really like it. I think he's great.
This place is my private study, and now you can come here whenever you like. It's pretty cool.
I like that.
As Howl, the character of Sophie is fine. Uh, it kind of took me a bit to warm up to her, but eventually I really started to like her. Howl's Moving Castle is based off a British book, despite the film being an anime, which is interesting. Also, that kind of changed my perspective of Sophie a bit, because Sophie is definitely much more of an archetypical English woman of the era, per se. So it kind of makes me have slightly different opinions, but overall, interesting experience. There was one scene with Sophie and Howl where Sophie finds Howl in his like form thing, and it was in the middle of the night, and it was really strange because when I was watching it, I had to pause and think, have I seen this before? This felt so familiar to me, as if I had watched this at some point, especially like in a theater, but I don't think I've ever seen this in a theater. I don't think I've seen this ever, but yet that one scene felt like I've seen it before. I don't know. Weirdest thing. Ultimately, I really liked it. Let me see. I definitely felt the story kind of meandered here and there. I like it when stories meander. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. I think there's a balance to meandering. I like the meandering parts of it. They were somewhat calming. I like Hal. He's great. As a writer, I feel like he's the type of character I would accidentally write like him. I don't know if I would necessarily call it good. And that's not to say it's not good. It's just, that's not the right word to describe. It was very just crisp, warm, breezy, and nice. Probably a 7.5 out of 10. It was good. I would recommend it. I'm not sure what other Ghibli films to watch. I should. Normally, I don't like romance fiction. Most romance in fiction is pretty cringy and just not enjoyable. But in the film, it was actually pretty decent. Just pure romance, no sexualization, just pure romance. Just never seen a better romance story in my life. Yeah. Very short video, but I want to talk about my thoughts watching it. I really enjoyed it. I will say, nearing the end, I kind of felt like, this is based off a book, isn't it? And then it is based off a book, but nearing the end, it really felt like it was based off a book, which is interesting. Ultimately, I liked it. Would recommend. Hope you enjoy, and of course, God bless.